The Emerald Buddha shows the Gautama Buddha, or the historical Buddha, seated in meditation. It is made in a semi-precious green stone rather than emerald. It has a height of 66 centimeters and is housed in the temple of the Emerald Buddha, Wat Phra Kaew, in the grounds of the Grand Palace in Bangkok, Thailand. The Emerald Buddha was carved resting upon a platform, while the base itself rests on a gold lotus blossom. This image was found in Chiang Mai and was transported to Bangkok, where Rama I had a temple constructed for the image. Early in the Bangkok period, the Emerald Buddha was taken out of its temple and paraded in the streets to relieve the city and countryside of various calamities. The image also marks the changing of the seasons in Thailand, with the king presiding over the seasonal ceremonies. The Emerald Buddha is adorned with 3 sets of gold seasonal decorations. These are for summer, the rainy season, and a 3rd one for the cool season. The hot season costume includes a pointed crown of gold and jewels, and a set of jeweled ornaments that are banded at various points on the body from the shoulders to the ankles. The rainy season costume is marked with a flaming top-knot headdress made of gold, enamel, and sapphires. The gold robe is decorated with rubies and arranged with the robe draping over the left shoulder only, leaving the right shoulder bare. From the waist of the image down to the ankles, the image is covered with gold garments. The costume for the cool season was introduced by Rama III and is a mesh robe or a covering made of gold beads. This elaborate garment covers the entire body of the Emerald Buddha from the neck down. In 1996, to celebrate the Golden Jubilee of King Bhumibol, the Bureau of the Royal Household commissioned a replica set of the seasonal decorations to be made in all the same materials. This new set was funded entirely by donations. The original set, which was made over 200 years ago, were retired and now on display at the Museum of the Emerald Buddha Temple in the middle court of the Grand Palace. The Chronicle of the Emerald Buddha traces the mythical origins and travels of the Emerald Buddha. It describes the statue as being able to exist in 2 places at the same time, and tells of the Buddha image being sent to Sri Lanka for safekeeping by the king of an ancient Indian city, Pataliputra. However, it remained in Sri Lanka for over 200 years, and during this time, Buddhism flourished on the island. From Sri Lanka, it was to travel with monks from Myanmar to Bagan. However, it never arrived there. Instead, it traveled to Angkor. There, the newly arrived treasure came into the hands of the ruler of Angkor, who proceeded to ignore the demands from Myanmar to return the Emerald Buddha, along with sacred texts, to Myanmar. While Angkor was forced to return the sacred texts, the Emerald Buddha remained. The next step for the Emerald Buddha was to leave Angkor in the hands of a monk who was worried about its safety in a storm, and the statue came to northern Thailand. All of these events are said to take place over hundreds of years. The Emerald Buddha has served to ward off the effects of epidemics. In the cholera epidemic of 1820, for example, the Emerald Buddha was taken from its temple and carried throughout Bangkok in both land and canal processions. It was Rama IV who brought an end to this custom of removing the Emerald Buddha during times of epidemic, for fear that it could suffer damage. Also, Rama IV hoped that people would realize that diseases are caused by germs, not by evil spirits or the displeasure of the Buddha. After that point in history, a sacred cord was attached to the image so that ceremonies could take place outside of the temple on its behalf, without moving the image.